Sure.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Amanda Racconati here with the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. I have today Paul Vento from Transworld Business Advisors here with us today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his business, a little bit about his background, and a little bit about him.
Great.
So, Paul, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Amanda, thank you for having me as a guest speaker today. I'm quite honored being here. Again, my name is Paul Vento. I'm with Transworld Business Advisors. We have an office here in Island. Just to tell you a little bit about Transworld Business Advisors is that we are a franchise operation headquartered out of South Florida, and we collectively are the largest business brokers in the country, actually in the world. And we do a combination of three things. We're traditional business brokers where we help people buy and sell businesses. We are franchise consultants where we help people who are interested in getting into business, maybe for the first time. Franchise opportunities, which are sometimes what I find the best way to start out in business if you haven't owned a business before, because of the training, support, national advertising that goes along with it. And then we're also what we call franchise consultants from the standpoint that we also help individuals who have unique style businesses that are interested in franchising those businesses.
Okay.
We can help them go through the whole process of starting a franchise operation, from the legal aspects of it to the training and everything, to get themselves up and running as a franchise organization.
Nice.
I've been doing this now for about 14 years is when I bought my franchise. And I decided to get into it because I've been in business for many years, and over the years I've bought and sold several of my own businesses. So when I was approached about potentially being a franchise owner for Transworld, I gave it a lot of thought and said, you know, probably an advantage I may have over other people or other business brokers is the fact that I've been on both sides.
Okay.
I've bought businesses, I've sold businesses, so I know some of the complexities that go along with each side,
Right.
and the challenges and the fears that go along with each of it. So I felt, and so far it proved to play out in my career, that besides that, prior to doing buying the Transworld franchise, I had owned a printing and promotion product franchise.
Okay.
Collectively.
So that's two different, I mean, they both obviously are business, but that's two different
markets.
entities, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had started in the printing industry way back when my business career started, and I worked for a Fortune 500 company who was in the printing business, and as time went on, I kind of evolved back to that.
Right.
One of the things that also I think helps me relate to people and is that I've been in all different types of businesses.
Okay.
I'm starting from the corporate world in the printing industry. I went off to Wall Street to work with traders and brokers on Wall Street.
Okay.
Then I transitioned into my own business with a couple partners, and we had a health and fitness center.
Oh my goodness.
And owned a couple home and garden centers and several laundromats. So I've had the diversity.
You really have.
So when I run into people in different businesses, whether it be, Main Street type business or whether it be corporate businesses, I've been there.
Right.
So again, it's something that I think I can relate to people from that perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And that helps put them at ease as well in the whole process of I'm sure it's a stressful situation, thinking about owning a business, or especially people who are just starting out owning a business. So that helps as well.
Absolutely. It's a fair, and it's also a big decision for people who are looking to sell. It's a hard thing to do, to sell and give up what you've built, and making sure that, most people want to make sure that the legacy lives on.
Yeah.
And so again, what I try to do, and I put a lot of time and attention, relate to people, and is that I've been in all different types of businesses.
Okay.
I'm starting from the corporate world in the printing industry. I went off to Wall Street to work with traders and brokers on Wall Street.
Okay.
Then I transitioned into my own business with a couple partners, and we had a health and fitness center.
Oh my goodness.
And owned a couple home and garden centers and several laundromats. So I've had the diversity.
You really have.
So when I run into people in different businesses, whether it be, Main Street type business or whether it be corporate businesses, I've been there.
Right.
So again, it's something that I think I can relate to people from that perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And that helps put them at ease as well in the whole process of I'm sure it's a stressful situation, thinking about owning a business, or especially people who are just starting out owning a business. So that helps as well.
Absolutely. It's a fair, and it's also a big decision for people who are looking to sell. It's a hard thing to do, to sell and give up what you've built, and making sure that, most people want to make sure that the legacy lives on.
Yeah.
And so again, what I try to do, and I put a lot of time and attention to make sure that I vet all of the potential buyers of a business. Of a client of mine who's selling their business, first of all, confidentiality is one of the most important things in keeping it confidential that their business is up for sale. As well as, then my job is to make sure that I try to find the buyers that are a good match for this business, because traditionally we get many inquiries into any business we sell, and a lot of them aren't the right fit for one reason or another. Either they don't want a job, if this is a business that requires you to be there and run it day to day. A lot of people these days just want to invest in a business, but make sure that it's right. So I say the purpose of me doing all that is that when someone hires me to help them sell their business, they still have a business to run.
Right.
So I want to keep them doing what they do. Run your business, continue to keep that successful and on track.
Yeah.
My job is to only come to you with qualified buyers,
right,
both from what their goals and intentions are, to the financial capability to be able to make a deal come through.
Right. All right, Paul. So we talked a lot about, your business, how you got started, your background a little bit. But now we're going to talk a little bit about how your connection with the chamber has, helped your business, why you enjoy, working within the community of Woodbridge and surrounding communities, and, just, general, what you like most about the chamber and working with the chamber.
Excellent. Certainly. Well, I moved to this central Jersey area, Woodbridge area, about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I had primarily done most of my business and grew up most of my life in Essex County, so I was out of the area. And when I had owned several businesses up in that area, so I knew a lot of people there. So it helped me in my networking when I started this business. but I also understood the importance of getting the exposure and being able to meet more people, meet people in the community, meet business people. So I joined a chamber of commerce up in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved down here, it was a little scary at first because I was new. I didn't know anyone
Right.
down in this area. So one of the first things I did was kind of decide what chamber of commerce I wanted to join down here.
Mm-hmm.
So since my office is in Islin, and I quickly became familiar through my life partner who works for a business in Woodbridge.
Okay.
That I started meeting some of the people in the community and found it to be a very nice, close-knit community.
Mm-hmm.
So I then decided, well, let me start with the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce.
Of course, the best one there is.
And I later came to find out that it's the best one there is. So that once I met with, I decided to go to a chamber event. And I think it was a networking event that I first went to, just to kind of get a feel for the people. And I started meeting the people, the business owners in this community.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, when I met Holly, when I met Mary, and found an instant connection with them and with the business people that were at the meeting. There was just this kind of openness and kind of welcome that really felt good to me. And I said, okay, I think this is a good match. And as time has gone on, now I'm a member for 5 years, I've learned that the power of the chamber is very strong.
I like that, power of the chamber.
It is, because there's so many businesses that are involved, not only in Woodbridge, but a little on the outskirts, that use the chamber as a vehicle for growing their business, for marketing their business, and for getting to know the business community. And to me, that's the most important thing, is to get to know who the business owners are. And the chamber, and later, since we got to know you, as you came on a little afterwards, and how you contribute to the organization, now I've learned to be able to take advantage of some of the marketing that the chamber offers to reach out to other people. Important to find that to go to a lot of the marketing, the networking events that the chamber offers, which I find are far more than any other agency that I've dealt with or any other organization, as far as putting together networking events and working with the business owners to get them more exposure. So it's been very rewarding for me and very gratifying, and it's helped to my success. When I first started this business, as I said, 14 years ago, my goal was to get to a point in my career, and figured that was supposed to be about this time, where I wanted to just be able to work off of referrals. And the power of the chamber and introducing to all the business owners and people that I meet at these events, I've broadened my network, so that people now, the benefit of networking is for referral purposes, so that you can help each other grow your businesses through referrals and recommendations. So I've found that to be very fulfilling through the chamber. And I've got to that point where primarily now most of the businesses that I get, new listings that I get, are referrals.
Nice.
Okay, and a lot of them come from the chamber and people I've met through the chamber.
The connections you've made,
and so I encourage anyone who has a business, local business, especially if you're new in the area, to get involved with an organization such as, and most specifically, Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce.
You know, we always love to welcome new people, and obviously a lot of people are under the misconception that you need to live in Woodbridge or have a business in Woodbridge to be a part of the Chamber of Woodbridge, which is not always the case. So, and I mean, even you do business outside of Woodbridge, right? All the time. So, but it's just nice to have that community base, right? Like that, like home base where, you know, you have your group that you feel comfortable with.
And to that point is, as owning a franchise, you generally have a territory that you can market in, that you have to be restricted to marketing within that territory. and my territory is Union and Middlesex County, which is pretty much the radius of this chapter. So from a marketing standpoint, I currently market in this area. So it works out well. We match well.
Yeah.
From a referral standpoint, people can refer me to anywhere
Right.
in the state, and I do. I get referrals from still up north a lot,
nice.
down here, but
That's good.
the chamber people have really been very beneficial to me.
Cool. All right, so we're coming, we've come to learn a lot about Transworld, about you, and is there anything like any upcoming business, or for you personally in the business world, that you'd like to share or talk about?
Yes, well, timing is always important and good. So that happens to be that one of the things that I'm doing is that I am merging with another Transworld franchise.
Oh.
So we have a Transworld franchise owner who covers Essex and Hudson counties, and we get along very well. He's relatively new franchise owner, but been in business for quite a while, and we spend a lot of time. Again, power of the franchise world is that I've helped him through some new experiences that he's gone through to help him navigate. And we found that we have good synergies. So, and since our territories are kind of contiguous, we said, why not merge the two of them together?
Great.
So we've done that. So now we're a little bigger, we're a little stronger.
That's awesome.
We cover a greater area now. So our areas, Essex, Hudson, Middlesex, Union counties.
Wow.
And we also plan on bringing in a couple new agents to help grow the network so that we're better able to service the community. So again, not to heavily plug franchising, but that's one of the benefits of being part of a franchise is those camaraderies.
Yeah. And how you just mentioned your staffing, so you're going to bring in new staffing, but how many people are agents? You said, how many agents do you have under, like, that work for you for your franchise?
Well, currently mine, I didn't have any. I had, over the years, I had two other agents, but as time has gone on, either they didn't work out or through COVID, things kind of. And then again, as I said, since I'm at the point in my career where I just like working off of referrals, that's worked well for me. Now with joining with Fred, he has an agent working with him. He's only been franchise owner for about a year. He has one agent working with him. And collectively, we just found one and brought on a new agent to us now. And then we're also interviewing another one. So
awesome.
So great. We'll have
so it seems like you're expanding as well.
We're expanding. I'm helping him expand, and as I slowly in a few years fade away.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's
but I'm still going strong for a few more years.
Right now, but that's the look ahead.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything like that you feel that the community can do to help you, in your business? So, more people knowing about you, or, any way that the community can help.
Sure. Well, what hopefully the community can help me with, and then I in turn can help them with, is that anyone that you know of who's thinking of selling a business, even if they're just the thoughts starting to enter their mind, to have them speak with me, or any broker, any business broker, but specifically me, of course.
Well, of course, we would refer you, because
it's a process. It's just like you just don't wake up one day and say, I want to sell my business, and expect that a month later you're going to be on a beach in Florida. It's a process, and so I always encourage people to learn about that process early on. So because typically national average is business takes between 9 and 15 months to sell. Okay, and some take longer. I've had businesses that it's taken 3 years to sell. Just because it's not always easy to find the right buyer, and then it's a lot of upfront work that needs to go through. So I encourage anyone in the community who knows, if they themselves or know anyone who's thinking of selling a business, to send them our way. As opposed to also anyone who themselves are thinking of
Yeah.
going into their own business, whether it be that they work for someone now,
Right.
but they're tired of working for other people, want to do something on their own, whether they've just been downsized.
Yeah.
And so if you're thinking of looking into buying your own business again, come. Hopefully I can help you with that.
Yeah.
And then hopefully in turn help someone else sell a business.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely remember that it doesn't just happen overnight, buying and selling a business, right?
That's
Like you said,
that's an awakening.
Approximate
Yeah.
9 to 15
months.
months and sometimes longer.
Yeah.
So just remembering that too, right? Like that's
Absolutely.
important for people to understand. And I'm sure you've had a lot of people come to you thinking it was going to be
Oh yeah,
like this, and it's a rude awakening.
And I've had people I've had to fire because they pressure too much. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've had not to get too wordy, but I had one business I listed, and they called me later that night and asked if I had a buyer for them yet.
Oh my goodness.
And called me every day for the rest of for every day after that, and I finally said, I'm not the right person.
We're not working well together.
So you have to have the mindset to know that it's a process.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then is there so how can people find you, Paul? Like do you have a website, obviously, I'm sure. Is there, a special form of contact that you prefer, or is there some kind of, form that they need to fill out ahead of time before they talk to you? Like how do people get in touch with you and get the ball rolling?
The easiest way is, again, through you folks will have up my website and my phone address, but I encourage anyone to call me. Yeah. My number is listed through you folks. Call me, any questions or any discussions you want to have. I'm always reachable. It's funny, sometimes people tease and say, what are your hours? And unfortunately, in this business, I have no hours. Okay. I talk to people early in the morning. I talk to people late at night. I talk to people on weekends, especially if you're involved in a deal. But reach out to me at any time if for any reason I'm not available. I'll get back to you. People are always surprised. I guess in my industry, not a lot of people are that responsive. A lot of other people in the industry don't respond as quickly as I do, but never more than 24 hours goes by without me being back in touch with someone, usually no more than 12 hours.
Yeah.
So reach out to me anytime with any questions. Of course, I have a website, which you can look at any point, which will tell you a little bit more about us as an organization. And also will show the business listings that I have are listed on my website. Yeah. It's an option to click on the listing if anyone's just curious of seeing what businesses we have out there for sale. So email, and my email, of course, you can email me anytime. So phone, email, website.
So any form of communication,
you're
available.
Whatever is the most comfortable for whomever, I'm available.
Okay, great. Anything else that you want, the people, the viewers watching, you want them to know anything else specifically about Transworld, specifically about you, or any last tidbit? You've thrown out some great one-liners over here. So do you have anything else you want to add that you just want to,
No, other than the fact that one of the, as I said, I've got to the point where I work off of referrals, and a lot of my referrals come to me because people have found that they can trust me. Trust is the most important part of any transaction, of any people working together, and I pride myself on the people being able to trust me for confidentiality, for just making sure that I have their best interest in mind at all times. And that's what brings your referrals, is when you give people that assurance. And as a whole, the Transworld organization, we are very philanthropic in working with charities and other organizations that need help, especially out of our Florida office, our main office. We do a lot of combined type of programs. We're very closely tied to the Pickleball Association, where we help promote each other. We help promote their growth in the Pickleball USA.
That's fun.
Where if you look at pickleball, you'll see Transworld connected with them. Pickleball.
Do you play
USA.
Pickleball?
I don't.
Okay. It's a lot of rules, a lot of confusing rules.
It's too. I'm an old tennis player and racquetball player, and I haven't transitioned to that part yet.
Yeah.
But again, all in all, a great organization, and we pride ourselves on taking care of our clients.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And hopefully, people learn a little bit more about Transworld Business Advisors and a little bit more about you. And anyone who's looking to buy or sell business, definitely get in touch with our friend Paul here. And we look
And,
forward to, what's to come for you.
and thank you very much, Amanda, for having me. I feel honored to do so. And remember, everybody, it's the power of the chamber.
Nice. I like it.